Hey, welcome to Maximum Bat Speed. Want to do a video today of these two young ladies. Both of them played here in the World College World Series, Women's College World Series. Just both tremendous players, both elite players. And I want to do this video here today to hopefully help you to get your swing to a higher level. So let's get started here. The first thing I want to show you here with the player on the left-hand side, as she gets to toe touch, you're going to notice something here right off the bat. You're going to notice here that she has too much weight on her back leg as she gets into toe touch, okay? And this creates problems right here. What you want to do is have more of a 50-50 balance, and by that I mean this. If you watch the player on the right-hand side, as she gets to toe touch, you want to have more of this kind of a look like this, like how she has it. And this is obvious that you can see that there's more symmetry here in her swing, and what this does is going to allow you to be able to hit more pitches. It's going to allow you to have the opportunity to have more range and ability to use your hips better when you are hitting. And this is crucial for a person who's trying to get their swing to a higher level. One thing you'll notice here at toe touch with both these players here, which I really like a lot, and I teach this to my students all the time, you want to have a shoulder to shoulder to elbow kind of a look at toe touch, okay? And you can see with both these players, they both have this very nice shoulder to shoulder to elbow kind of look, and this is becoming more and more common at higher level swings. You see it more in college and you see it more in high school, and the reason why is because it does create more torque. It creates more separation between the upper and lower body, and you can see here with both these players at this point their shoulders are pretty much pointing to the second baseman, and by doing this up top hand torque and having that separation and that resistance working, you're going to allow your body to have that torque in order to hit the ball much further and to be able to have more bat speed, okay? Now another thing I like about both these players right here is the bat is hovering about 45-degree angle right behind them, and this is great for whip through the hitting area. And this is amazing right here, upper body mechanics right here with both these players. The player on the left, again, she could use more symmetry and more balance on her stride. This is crucial. Now as we go further on to the swing and we look at the player on the left, as she gets to heel plant right here, you're going to notice something. Right here she's at heel plant. You're going to notice again, because she started off with so much weight on her back side, see how her back foot is just planted like that? Now watch the player on the right hand side. As she gets to heel plant right here, you can see that her back foot already is starting to have more of this angle. Therefore you know that her hips are going to be able to have more freedom through the hitting zone, therefore allow herself to have more range and more bat speed. And this is crucial, and this is something that players should understand, that you cannot allow your back foot to stay planted, because if you do, you're going to deprive yourself of that additional range and bat speed. Now one thing I will tell you about the player on the left, she has tremendous upper body mechanics, and by that I mean even at this point right here, you can see how her bat is still right behind her helmet, therefore she's still applying that top hand torque, and the player on the right is doing the same. And another thing that's going on with both these players, see how the elbow's still up even at heel plant? Many times at this part of the swing, I already see players with their elbows at their side of the rib cage, therefore depriving you of additional power. And you can see with both these players here at heel plant, and check this on your own swing. Where are you? Have someone record you. Where are you at heel plant? Is your elbow back here, or it's already down on the side? And I recommend, for if you want more power, for this would be a better approach right here, okay? Can you get away with your elbow being on the side? Absolutely. I'm just saying that there's more power when you have more torque and separation and resistance with the upper body when you apply these kind of mechanics like these two ladies are applying right here. Another thing to look for in both these players, you can see right here they both have that slightly bent arm. This is crucial that you maintain this all the way to the point of contact and slightly beyond. So you see here with both these players, the upper bodies look very similar, but again, you can see the lower body, because the player on the left has her foot planted, that she's going to end up having some problems when it comes to more range as she continues to swing, and we'll get into that a little bit further. Now, as we get to the point of the connection part of the stage of the swing right here, this is the connection, and I'm going to put the player on the right on the connection part as well. You can see that both these players right here have tremendously quick compact swings, and by that I mean the bat is hovering right over the deltoid area. See how the bat is just coming down right here with both these players? You can see where the shoulders are right here, and you can see how with both these players the bat is within the shoulder area and coming down in the deltoid area. And another thing they're doing beautifully right here is you can see they're maintaining the integrity of their swing by maintaining that lead elbow. That bent lead elbow is crucial for you to have a compact swing. And another thing that they're both doing right here beautifully right here, as they swing, you can see that they're still maintaining, their shoulders are pretty closed, meaning and many times at this stage of the swing where the player has a compact swing, and I'll go ahead and erase this, what happens is you start seeing players at this part of the swing where their shoulders are literally opened up way over here. And you can see with both these players right here, the shoulders are still closed on both these players. You can see where I'm pointing this new arrow right here, where the arrow is still pointing pretty much now at the pitcher for both these players. And you can see how I drew the first arrow right here, okay, and this is something you got to look for your own swing. Are your shoulders opened up like this at the point of connection of your swing? And this is what I usually see in the vast majority of young players I work with. So great job, great mechanics on both these players right here. Now, the thing I'm going to explain to you here, what's going on, and this is what I brought up earlier. See how this player right here, her foot is still very much planted here, where you see this player right here. Both of them are a connection right here, but you can see there's a totally different look with the back foot. You can see that the player on the left, because the way she started with her too much weight on her back side, that her back foot is still planted. And even though if she would have not started with that toe touch with her back foot more balanced, that I still see a lot of players still anchoring their back foot like this. And this again creates problems as far as freedom of range with the hips. Therefore your power gets deprived. But right here you can see with both these players that they both have tremendously beautiful upper body mechanics, but the lower body mechanics of the player on the right is much better. And let me explain to you why. Now watch the player on the left and just pay attention to the lower body. Watch what's going on, okay? Now we got to hear a connection. Now watch what happens to the lower body. A connection right here. The lower body is so passive that it just stays there. Now it just becomes an upper body swing, okay? You see that? Again, I'll put her at connection, and here at this point her hips should be very active, but they're not. Now you see the player on the right, you see what she's doing. See the difference right there? See how her back foot and her hips, and she has all this extra range right here. Now this video right here is just to explain to you things that are going on, but the main thing I want you to take away from this is this, that you can have great upper body mechanics, but if your lower body mechanics are being deprived or being passive, you're going to deprive yourself of power. The lower body must be active in a swing. Thank you.